West Ham were a better team. They've got better players than us, but we should be really we should have won, because we've got to be winning games at home. Because if we don't win games at home and we go away from home, it's more pressure. Where we are now, with 2 points above the relegation zone now. Cardiff won last night. Very big surprise for Cardiff to win. We've got Wolves on Sunday. We've got to win Wolves. If we don't win Wolves, we'll go down this season.
Turns out it was. I mean, the full-backs, let's be honest, they were in no man's land for the goals. I think the formation we had at Burnley, that's the way forward. Well, yeah, I mean, just lack of concentration, and you know, West Ham are a good team, even if they're not playing as well, haven't played as well as they can this season. The defence just fell apart. I don't know how, because you know I mean, Fernandes and Shaw, they are good centre-back pairing, but they didn't look good. I mean, it's probably an off day, but to be fair, they're not getting helped by full-backs and probably Diarmi.
I thought the defence, particularly for the first 2 goals, I thought the defence went la la land. I thought there was like completely switched off, and well, we're punished for it, unfortunately. I didn't think we'd test Fabianski much as well. The chances we had, particularly in the first half, were absolutely wasteful, unfortunately, and it's what happens when you don't take chances. You're bound to be punished for it, unfortunately.
Yes, because we're good against Burnley when we had like 5. We did the wing backs harsh, because West Ham were crap all game.
Do you think, though, the amount of times that we got cut apart cost us?
Yes.
You definitely play 4 at the back. I just think it's a case that now we're our way. The day we were just piss poor. I disagreed with Manquillo, but I thought Manquillo actually had a decent game the day. He done something Richie couldn't do, cross, and he got forward and he challenged. I thought Manquillo did alright the day. So I was thinking Manquillo in the squad really, but yeah, he did alright. Key was so calm on the ball again. He brought the team forward, but it was just a case of huff and puff. We just couldn't do anything. It was just tiresome, and it was just terrible really. We were awful today.
Started off well, first 20 minutes. We created a couple of chances which Perez wasted. There was about 3 of them. But then, I don't know, for some reason, a cross comes into the box. Fernandes is left unmarked and scores. And then we're never really picked up after that, and they ran away with it in the end.
Richie and Kennedy were alright. We obviously put them back to where they were, but just have to see what happens for next Wednesday.
No, I was all for at the back today. I think Rafa got the tactics right today. I think, you know,
Got it right.
Yeah, I know it might sound quite bizarre, but if you allow me to explain. I mean, while we're at home, West Ham are there for the taking. We need to have a bit more of oomph about ourselves. I think 4 at the back was the right decision, and today it's tricky. It's absolutely deflating, because I thought if it wasn't for the abject performances of Diarmi and Perez today, we'd have probably won that game by half time.
I think you should play 3-5-2, because it's better. We can attack more then. Having 5 in midfield, it's better, because you get the crosses in. Bringing Joselu on for Perez, that's a good move, but it's too late to bring him on 5 minutes before the end. Bring him on and don't have him on the wing. Play 2 up front, because if we play 2 up front, we can get the balls in the box. Joselu and Rondon and try and score.
We should have been level by half time, but it's a case. But we didn't put our chances away, and you know, for that 3rd goal, they just had like that caught in Anderson, then Wilshere had that energy. He just came on. I think he should have had Shelby on earlier, and I think he did make the mistake of the not switching the formation back, because the only way the 4-2-3-1 is going to work is if we've got to it.
Unfortunately, I missed that 3rd goal. Unfortunately, I was dying for the toilet. Unfortunately, and I just heard a chow sing.
Probably a good thing.
Unfortunately, and then I heard a chow sing, and is that full time? And then I had to quickly look back, and I had to look at the monitor, and it was 3. And unfortunately, West Ham punished well on the day. Unfortunately, I think it was majority of us poor, particularly the defence-wise. The defence completely went to sleep the day, and Fernandes had a shocker other day, unfortunately, which has not been like him. Was given the captaincy armband, and unfortunately, it wasn't a captain's performance of the day.
Yedlin.
Yedlin, your man of the match?
Yeah, because he's trying to do stuff. Except the team were terrible. Well, we weren't even good at passing today.
We're very clinical, mate. The difference, that's what happens when you show investment. West Ham have bought Felipe Anderson, Arnautovic, Chinjarito, and they've all three of them towing you arsehole today, mate. They did. Like, Felipe Anderson, every time he was on the ball, looked dangerous. Every time Arnautovic was in behind, looking to catch you off guard, and he did. Chinjarito always seems to score past Newcastle, continues his record today. Yeah, that's what happens when you invest. That's the difference when you buy B+ players. That's what you get, mate. The quality does show in the end. You might go on a run or two, but quality does show in the end, mate. Proof's in the pudding.
Perez and Diarme today, absolutely shocking. I mean, even Perez on just a couple of occasions, like how you've got to be hitting the target at least on those chances. And I mean, Diarme as well, when there's an easy pass available, he just hits it, it's blocked, and then it rebounds back up the other end of the pitch to Anderson. Steno and the subs as well. I don't see why Atsu and Hosselu come on. I'd rather Shelby, well, he did come on, but I'd rather he came on first instead of Atsu and Hosselu. Just looked like a lack of ideas, I think.
And it's tricky knowing that happened, and I'm not going to rant because I mean a couple of months ago when I did against Leicester, it was different, completely different circumstances now, because I mean we didn't know where our next goal was coming from, let alone our next win, whereas now we've sort of clambered out of trouble. The trouble is still there, the threat is still there, but I'm not shitting myself.
I don't get why Rafa today changed a winning side, because he dropped out Klopp for Mankio, and I just totally didn't understand that. In my opinion, it's like, why change a winning part of a winning team? And another thing, Perez, so far he can get lost as well. Another player that was absolutely doing my head in. I just don't know what is wrong with his head at the minute. He just looks like a total lost sheep in so far this season. I just don't know what on earth has gone wrong with him.
He was trying to do stuff, but he needs help. Rondon again, Key and Rondon were trying to do stuff, but yeah, they just weren't getting help from any of the wingers, and I don't see why Richie came off either. At least he was trying to do stuff, but yeah, overall just really bad.
I thought Key did well. To be fair.
Only one.
Yeah, maybe Rondon tried at times, but
I think it was a mistake to bring Clark out of the team, bring Mankio in. No, I think because we're at home, I think we've got to go for it, so I understand what he's thinking there. I just think that's really negative, setting up a wing-back system at home, so I get where he's coming, but I'll probably have kept Clark at left-back, probably.